database. And you know what is a data? This is a simplified picture of database system. Simplified picture of database management system. And you can observe all the components of database management system are here. Application programs. This comes under users, end users, personal computers. This is hardware. Whether these personal computers are connected to network. So all network components also belongs to the hardware. And this is the symbol notation for database management databases. Here we have different databases. All these databases are interrelated. So first of all, what is data? Collection of raw facts, and this data is stored in database, and metadata also stored in database, and metadata is also stored in database. So here you have to remember and you have to differentiate what is data and metadata. So data, you know very well. What is the metadata? The user saved the data is present on the database, and metadata is also stored in the database. So what is meant by metadata? Metadata is nothing but data about the data. Suppose I am saving the database table student. So student number I am giving as a column name. So simply I am giving student number. So what this student number is, what type of data it is, and what is the size of the student number, and I explain this student number. I have to describe this student number in database itself. So the description of the student number also saved along with that student table. So this data about the data is called metadata. Okay, along with data, metadata also stored in databases. So we can express the information stored by the database management system to better understand the data stored in it. So how we can understand? So we have to describe the information stored in the table. So example, student name, student number, I am taking as a database components. Okay, I have to describe student name is what type of data it is. Student number is what type of data it is. Whether it is character or integer oriented, how much size these two columns are taking. So all this information also we are describing in the database. So this is called metadata. And what is the next very important component is of database is users. So we have three types of users. So end users, application programmers, and database administrators. Okay. So here end users. Before going to the end users, we are going to discuss about application programmers. So what is application programmer? A person who writes programs is known as application program. A person who design and write a software, or a software is also nothing but collection of programs. Okay, so it is also called as a application program. So that I written here, it is responsible, the user is responsible for writing database application programs in any one of the programming languages, C++, Java, any other programming language, who can write programs. So the person is called as a application programmers. Okay, and next, what is the role of end users? So just you can observe the picture here, end users. So from this picture we are using 4 end users, and these 4 computers are interconnected. So you can understand these 4 computers are in local area network, and this arrow is bidirectional arrow. That means it can access the data and it can store the data in databases. So always these end users interact with databases for storing and saving the data. So in database terminology, we can call it as retrieving and saving the data or store the data in database management system. This is the role of end users. Okay, so try to understand from the picture. After that only it is easy. So how you can access the data from the database? So before classes I explained the difference between file system versus database management system. So that data for database management system we use query processing. File oriented system we are not using any query processing. So here we are using query language for accessing the data and storing the data. Here it is a non-procedure oriented language that we will discuss step by step in later classes. Okay, and we are using menu driven interfaces. Suppose you are taking graphical user interface databases. So here example Microsoft Access is very easy to create a table and to create a form and to create a report. Okay, to generate a report based on the database. So forms are very useful. Okay, for storing the data in the database. You can go through the any website, amazon.co.in website. Okay, you don't have account, you are trying to open account or create account. So then it will ask some columns with the text and text boxes. The data which you are entered in text boxes, that is directly stored in Amazon website. Okay, whenever you want to edit, you can edit. So again the data will be stored. So here Amazon maintains a database of all users connected in Amazon. Okay, so it is also done by using forms. And very important of database management system, and the role is also very important, database administrator, DBA. So here first of all, what is DBA? Database administrator. Okay, what he will do, he will controls all the functionality of database management system. How many users are connecting, how many users are disconnecting, how much data is saving in database, so how much memory space is allocated for database. All this is under the control of database management system, sorry, under the control of database administrator. Okay, see here I given the definition, controls overall functionality of a database system, such as, for example, creating new users and allocating space for tables and database tuning. Okay, how? Just we are going to create a table with some names and columns, and again we are going to enter the data, but we don't know where the data is allocated, the memory space is allocated for this database. Okay, so that's everything done by the database administrator. Example, yesterday I tried to log in by using MySQL database. So initially we have to create username and password for MySQL database. So initially I have to create an account in MySQL database. So here whenever I want, if I want to go to access the data in database using MySQL, so I will enter through username and password. So this data I can access with my username and password. And who created an account for me? So the administrator, I requested the administrator. So administrator created an account for me. Okay, by using login ID and password. So even Oracle also, we need a username and password. Normally organizations, they will give common username and password for everybody. So all these applications managed by the database administrator. These three are very, very important users. So all of you remember, and just go through the picture. There is a, see, we can say it is a border, or we can say this database is wrapping around by using DBMS, database management system. Here, what is a database management system? It is a software. Okay, database management system is a software. It controls organization, storage, management, retrieval of data in a database. So what the DBMS software will do? Maybe some people will ask you, so what these people are doing? So database management is doing. Okay, what is the role of this database management software? Control organization, storage, management, retrieval of data in a database. So you have to remember, it is like a wrapper. Okay, DBMS software is like a wrapper that surrounds the database. Okay, and these users, application programs, these application programs, the responsibility, those who are going to develop the applications in some programming languages, that is C++ or Java, some other programming languages. Okay, now end users continuously access the data whenever they need, whenever they want to store the data, whenever they want to update the data, they can access the data. So if you try to understand the simplified picture of database system, then you can easily write the components of a, you can easily express and explain the components of a database system. And here, previously I given an example of university database for you. So again I will explain organization database, how it is in the form, how it is and which format, whether the data is permanent or not. Example, I will give some examples how the data is stored in organization. So here, first of all, what is the database for organization? So here I given a definition for you again. Database is collection of persistent data used by application systems of some organization. Here, what is meant by persistent? Persistent means permanent data used by application systems of some organization. Example, the well-known organization, you can take JNTU, Kakinada University. Okay, so this university maintains data of affiliated colleges, autonomous colleges under university, how many courses they are conducting, and how many grades we are giving to students, and grades for each and every college maintains a different database. So all information, faculty information, every information stored in university in different formats. Student data one format, course one table format, colleges one table format, autonomous colleges one table format. Okay, all these tables are related with each other. Example, you can take LIC, Life Insurance Corporation of India. So this database is very, very big database. The persons, in their life, so they will insure up to some 15 years or 20 years. You know the purpose of Life Insurance Corporation of India, and every minute they will update the data. Every day new users will join in the database. This database management system software manages storing the data, accessing the data, and the new policies. Every day they will introduce new policies, and these new policies also they will give information in different persons, agents. That agent will provide information. Please, how many agents in LIC? So what is the minimum qualification? What is the minimum qualification used in for appointing as a agent? So all these types of information keep in as a database. So suppose agent, he worked for 20 years. After that, he don't want to work in the same organization. So then he can leave the organization. So the data is deleted. Okay. So these type of databases are maintaining with good infrastructure. Okay. Here the database can be used in different organizations. I given examples also previously: banking system, hospital system, a government department, the university already we discussed, manufacturing companies. So coming from manufacturing companies, you can take our laptops company, so HP, Dell, okay, or Samsung. So many organizations are there, and different versions of laptops available. So processors, different processors, and it's all depending upon the configuration. i3, i5, i7 processors. Okay, if i7 also latest generation, 9th generation of processors or 8th generation of processors, they will keep each and every data. What is the processor speed and how many instructions it will execute? What is the RAM, 6 GB RAM, or whether it is SSD or external disk. So all this information it must keep as a database. An example, hospital. So you can take, nowadays we are suffering from COVID-19 pandemic situation. So every day newspaper we are reading news. Today is also 10,000 cases. So everyday calculation. So then week-wise calculation, then month-wise calculation. So the government must maintain the database. Okay. So this database permanently available. So this is also responsibility of the government, and hospital also maintains the records. Nowadays everything is computerized. If you go to the, suppose any example, Vasan Eye Care Center, just they will assign a number. Whenever you visit the eye care center, just you can give your number, so they will give a hard copy to you. So when you visited, what is the previous data and what is the previous problems and how they recovered, which medicine they given, what type of operations they given, all the information they maintain very well. Okay, it is also the responsibility of hospitals to maintain databases. These are the lot of examples in databases. And here the important one is, what is hardware and software we are using here. So this data storage mechanism is hardware, and all these computers connected to database is also hardware, and we don't know whether these are individual personal computers or these computers are interconnected. That if they are interconnected means networking mechanism, it also need networking mechanism. So networking components also we need. So all these are hardware. Okay, and software, you know very well, the software managed by the all the databases and number of users connecting to the database. So you try to understand. So what is the hardware here? So hardware is nothing but your computer. Suppose if you are connected in a network, so all the components of network components is also under hardware. Suppose I am connecting printer is also a hardware. Suppose I am using keyboard, is an input device, it is also a hardware. Okay, all these components are connected. Okay, so this is called physical components of a system is called hardware. So just you go through the components of a database system. So initially data, and what is a data and metadata, you have to remember. So here I didn't write the definition. So okay, in the coming classes I will update this slide and again I will share to you. So metadata is also very important data about data. All of you try to understand. Datum is single fact. Okay, data is plural facts, that is collection of many items. And metadata is data about data. Example, I am going to create student table. In the student table, there are the fields: student name, student number, course, and professor ID. So here I want to define student name, student number, course, and professor ID. So what is the data types required for all these columns? What is the size of the memory? Okay, how many values I am going to save? So everything I am describing data about data, describing all these fields, and I am saving the same in database. So it is called as a metadata. And this software manages storage, management, accessing all in the data in databases. So this is the software. Don't write normal definition. Software is like collection of programs like that. Okay. So here in software means you have to write what DBM software responsibility. That for an organization, it is used to store the data, manage the data. It is giving access the data. If any new person want to join in organization, if you want to get username and password, that is the responsibility of DBA, database administrator. He can control all the functions of a database management system. Okay, so this is the components of a database system. So any doubt regarding these components of a database?